Question, please ask. Somebody else wanted to ask a question and I said, class we will see. What is that?
That is not for a question.
Huh?
Actually, it's a satsang, I wanted to know from you with your experience with Swamiji because you are known to him for more than 40 years.
Swamiji's?
Experiences with you.
Ah,
how
okay.
you met him, how you came to the class and all that. Next
Okay,
camp,
I'll share that after the class.
next camp also. It's
I'll share. Yes, sir. What is the question?
Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma Neha Nanasti Kinchana. Brahma Satyam Jagan Nitya Jivo Brahmaiva Napara. Satyam Jnanam Avantam Brahma. Yakameva Advitiyam Brahma. Deshakala Vastu Aparichannam. Deshakala Vastu Parichannam. Vijatiya Sajatiya Swagata Vyada Rahitam Brahma. Vijatiya Swagata Sajatiya Swagata Vyada Sahitam. Sat Chit Anandam. So there are I want to know whether these are Avantara Vakyas or Mahavakyas and what is the difference between Avantara Vakya and Mahavakya?
Okay, good question. What is the difference between an Avantara Vakya and Mahavakya? Some of them are Mahavakyas, like Satyam Anantam Brahma and all that. Ekameva Advitiyam Brahma, okay, all that is like Mahavakyas. Some are Avantara Vakyas. Mahavakya is the main Vakya summing up of the whole teaching. Avantara Vakyas are those Vakyas that help you understand the Mahavakyas. Avantara secondary. Okay? To make you understand the Mahavakya, you need other Vakyas for understanding. They are the Avantara Vakyas. That's the difference. Sahakari Vakyas. Not Sahakari as government, but as helping. Okay? As helping them. So that is that. Some of them are Mahavakya, what you said, Mahavakya like, some are not. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma would be like a Mahavakya. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jivo Brahmayava Naparaha, like Mahavakya. Even though it is said by Vedanta Acharya, Shankara himself, it is like a Mahavakya. That way there are hundreds. That's why he said, once you understand how to look at the Mahavakya, you will recognize them wherever it comes. Wherever it comes. That's why I am giving you samples from the Gita, etc. Here, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyaktam murtinaha mastani sarva bhutani nachaham tesha avastitaha. Very important. Because that becomes the avantara for understanding the next one. He says, Mama tata idam sarvam. I pervade all this. Mama avyakta murtina jagadidam tatam. By my swarupa which cannot be seen. Avyakta murtina has to be understood as the swarupa that cannot be seen. Avyaktam cannot be seen. Cannot be experienced. Idam jagat tatam. Okay. Mastani sarva bhutani nachaham teshu avastita. Everyone says, no, this is a divine spark and my question always is, are you a spark plug? Divine spark. A spark plug. Even I don't think in cars you have spark plug nowadays. No, it's all gone. The technology is gone. It's all fuel injection. Yeah, it's all gone. There's a time when you have to clean the spark plug, keep that gap exactly the same one. I used to do all that. Ek jamana mein. Oh, jamana hi gaya. Now the thing. It's all fuel injection. Which that time was only for diesel engines. So this divine spark business, Krishna negates that. He says, Mastani sarva bhutani. All the beings are in me. I am not in them. Why? Because what is Ishvara? The intelligence and the material. Efficient cause, material cause. So everything is Ishvara. So Ishvara is inside you or you are inside Ishvara? You You are inside Ishvara. And Ishvara pervades you. Is space inside you or you are inside space? Space. You are inside space and space pervades you. If you don't get it, there is more space than what is necessary.
I am in Ishvara and Ishvara is in me.
Okay, you can say that. You can say that. I am in Ishvara, Ishvara is in me. That means you are not in each other. Can you see what happens after that? There is no subject-object then, Yeah. Therefore, I am not in them, they are in me, which is a more correct statement to make. Because in Ishvara is everything. Ishvara is everything. That's why Tatamidam Sarva. Then he says, Nacha Bastani Bhutani. They are not in me. Pashyavi Yogam Aishwarya. See my great Maya. Aishwari Maya. Aishwari Yogam. Yogam stands there for Maya. Don't say there is Aishwarya Yoga also in the Gita. Yeah, people make up terms. I heard somewhere, what is that? What yoga did he call? Vishada Yoga and all are old ones. The topic of Arjuna's grief. What is that term? Upasana Yoga. As though Upasana Yoga is separate from Bhakti Yoga. Upasana means worship. Mental, physical, both can be called. General term can be used for both. So is Bhakti and Upasana different? Why are you making up terms? Someone said that. I don't know who made. Someone came and told me. I said, "Kya farak hai?" What is the difference between these two? There is no difference. Lokes mean Divida Nishta. Two Nishtas only. Sannyasa and Karma Yoga. Your Bhakti. Only that or anything else in your life? No, I have family and everything. Karma Yoga. No. Only that, nothing else. Sannyasa. Simple. Hatha Yogi. So you are doing yogas, etc. You have other things also. No, I have family, etc. Karma Yogi. No, only that. Sannyasi. Lifestyle wise. Whether you have taken the robes or not. Lifestyle wise is it. So Upasana is what? You are doing a lot of Upasanas. That's it. So, only that? Yes, sannyasi. No, family, etc. Karma Yogi. Krishna says that Lokes mean Divida Nishta. There is nothing else. And he also says, Ekam Yogam cha Sankyam cha ya pashyati sa pashyati. See, Yoga and Sankhya as one. Sannyasa and Yoga as one. Why? Both lead to the same goal, moksha. In both knowledge is necessary. In both commitment is necessary. Goal is same, means are same. Then what is the difference in the two lifestyles? Ekam yogam cha sankyam cha ya pashyati sa pashyati. Then you want to make further divisions after that. It's bad enough you are making bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, karma yoga, etc. That's bad enough. Yeah.
Isn't karma yoga also sannyasa? Because eventually you have to give all the palas.
Yeah, technical. That's a technical. Karma phala tyaga is a technical expression. It is as good as giving up phala. Why? You are working for what you want, but you are willing to accept whatever comes, success or failure. Since you are willing to accept success and failure as prasada, failure also, it is as though you have given it up. You are not really given it up. It is going to come to you. You can't give it up. Why? It's your baby. Your karma phala. You can't avoid it. But you have grown out of it. Therefore, a life of karma yoga can prepare you for sannyasa. Because the karma yogi does proactively what has to be done, accepts phalam as prasada. A sannyasi doesn't do anything except what comes as prasada. You are cutting off the field of activity because you don't want to waste time on other things. You want only moksha in your life. That's it. That's all. Fast track, scenic route. Sannyasa is fast track. Karma yoga is scenic route. You stop to smell the roses on the way. So you decide what you want. Fast track or scenic route. When I was studying, I wanted fast track. ठीक है बाबा. You want scenic route? Please do. Take the scenic route.
You miss the rose.
Only problem is, after some time of scenic route, you may say, I want fast track. Don't worry. There are always junctions where you can get onto the fast track. Junctions are always available.
And roses come with thorns.
Huh?
And roses come with thorns.
Yeah. Yeah, always junctions. You can get off. Join the highway. Yeah, join the highway. So no problems. Therefore, there is only this thing. Therefore, and then he continues to say, Nachamastani bhutani. Are they really in me? What do you think? I am a super container robot that you are going to put everything in? They are me. There is no difference between me and them. Manifestations seem different. Only one reality. Can you see that? Lakshana Vakya again. Nachamastani bhutani, you have to understand Lakshana. Yeah. Then what? Pashyave yoga vaishya. Look at my divine Maya. Yoga there stands for Maya. Because without that, how do you create? Bhuta prannacha bhutastaha mamatma bhuta bhavana. Bhuta pran. I am the one who builds the being. Not bhutastaha. Not bhutastaha. I am not in them. I am the Mayavi. I am the one who handles the whole thing. Mama Atma Bhuta Bhavana. It's myself who has become everything. Myself who is everything. Can you see that? It's a plain Mahavakya like. No difference. How will you understand that second verse? How will you understand? The second verse meaning only the first verse is there. Make more sense when the first verse is there. When 9.4 is there, then 9.5 will give better sense, easier to understand.
So,
Yeah.
okay, I have a question. Why it's written, I am not based in them, because ultimately Ishvara is the Adhisthana of...
Ishvara Adhisthana, so can it be inside you? This is negating the idea that Ishvara is inside, andar baitha hai. That's why I said divine spark. That idea is being negated.
So that's why it says all beings have their being in me, and then with...
Yeah, then it is they are not in me also.
Yeah.
Because there is negation. Negation of Namarupa. Can you see that? I am not in them, they are in me is negation of an idea. A wrong idea of Ishvara. So in that you understand Ishvara is everything. Because Maya Avyakta Murtina Sarva Vidam Tatam. Idam Jagat Tatam he had said. So there you understand Jagat Karanatvam Brahma. Ishvara you understand. Then he says they are not in me. Bhagatyaga Lakshana. They are not in me. He is doing it for you. They are not in me. If you don't understand that, take me like this. What? Bhuta Bhran Nacha Bhutastaha. I am the one that handles the whole thing. That manifests the whole thing. Not Bhutastaha alone.
It can also be taken as, once you are in me, you are me.
Huh?
Once you are in me, you are me.
Yeah, you are me exactly. Because you cannot have divisions in Ishvara. If the infinite cannot have divisions. For that you have to move from the forms to the content. Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Once you move there, it's all clear because you can't divide. You can't divide Ishvara. Therefore you are me, I am you.
Once you eat some food, the food has become part of you. You can't
Yeah.
separate the food out.
Yeah, that way also you can look for. Then you will be digesting Ishvara. It is true, Annam Brahmeti. That's an upasana. Annam Brahmeti is an upasana. That food is sacred. Correct. Then it doesn't stop there. No? It goes all the way to Brahma Pucham Pradishta. It doesn't stop with Anna. Starts with Anna. Starting point. Because this you have to explain away. It's all explaining away. So that you can do the Bhagat Yaga. It's all presenting Mithyatvam. One is transformed, the other is direct. So what is it? I eat the food eats me. I'm not looking. I eat the food and the food eats me as well. What about all the free radicals? They're eating you up. Yeah. Everything has free radicals which will eat you up. Anything you ingest. Free radicals. What is the aging process at all? That's why if you eat less food, you live longer. You will look miserable, that's a different thing. Feel miserable also. Yeah, this is proved scientifically. Reduce your food intake by half. You will live 10 years, 15 years longer. Worth it or not, I don't know.
Living like that, like in a vegetable, is it?
Vegetables have free radicals. Everything has. That's why you need antioxidants, which also come from vegetables. You need tea, which has got a lot of antioxidants. You have coffee, which has a lot of antioxidants, which will help combat the free radicals. You think our ancestors were foolish to drink tea and coffee? That the naturopath comes and say, no tea, no coffee. Think they were foolish? They're not foolish. Then suddenly we discover tea and coffee is bad for you. Naturopathy. Naturopathy is 150 years old, that's all. Ayurveda is 6,000 years old. I'll rather follow that. Yeah, I follow a practice which has been established, not some new fad theories. Yeah. Milk is bad for you. Ayurveda talks about milk and the necessity of milk, especially if you are a vegetarian. You need dairy if you are a vegetarian. Unless you are allergic to it, that's a different thing. That's rare cases. Complex is the same thing. So we are not, without understanding these things, we just go by fads. But that is not my topic. My topic is Bhuta Brahnaja Bhutastha. The whole, if you take both the words together, it is like a Mahavakya. Why? Because first he presents Jagat Karanam Brahman, then he dismisses the whole thing. He doesn't necessarily say they are me. He only says they are not in me. But in the process, Lakshanaya is indicating the same thing. Why? Because you exist, he also exists. You can't negate that. You are awareness, for him to say that he is also awareness. There cannot be two. So the difference is negated. He is not negating anything except the difference. The upadhis are being negated. We are saying they are not in me, they are me, that's the idea. They are not in me, they are. It doesn't mean, oh, they are not in me. That means they are separate somewhere. Timbuktu. He is in Timbuktu and we are here. Golok Vrindavan, udhar jana hai. It is negation. Negation of what can be negated. What can be negated is only Mithya can be negated. Satyam is myself. Satyam is what Ishvara is, Brahman. From the standpoint of the world, gets a name Jagat Karanam. From its own standpoint, Nirgunam Brahman. My standpoint. That's it. So the same verse, it deals with the same thing, it reveals the same thing, it is like a Mahavakya only. Like a Mahavakya. If you can't understand that, then the next line comes into play. Take me as Bhuta Brahn, Nacha Bhutastha. Bhuta Brahn. I am the one who sustains. I am the one who creates. I am the one who rules. Meaning my order. The whole world functions because of my order. Order means not order. No. Order is not law. Order is the infrastructure. That I can speak and you can hear is Ishvara's order. That I have something inside which because of which I can think. Ishvara's order. That I have a particular particular type of emotion in a particular situation, Ishvara's order. Anger is also Ishvara's order. Sadness is also Ishvara's order. In that situation, sadness is natural order. To get out of the sadness, that's also natural. Ishvara's order. Because if Ishvara's order was not there, you will never be able to get out of sadness. Once you become sad, you will be permanently sad. No, Ishvara's order, you can get out of it.
But to hurt someone, is that also an Ishvara?
Yep. That's abuse of your will, if you deliberately hurt. Inadvertent hurting is
That is the karma.
Ishvara's. Yeah, Ishvara's order only. Karma is because of Ishvara's order. Hurting also is appropriate in some places. We are not pacifists. We value peace. We value ahimsa. Ahimsa paramo dharma. Himso dharma tataiva cha. For the sake of dharma, himsa is the same. You know, my students should not feel upset. You know, words can create a lot of problems. The character is behaving like an idiot. What should I tell him? You are a wonderful person. And you give an appropriate feedback or not?
Deserve it.
And the guy, I know he will be upset. Yeah, he will be upset. Ask my older students, they will know that every camp someone or the other cries in my camp. Yeah, cry. Because I confront them. Last couple of camps it has not been happening. Either I am not confronting enough or they have become strong enough to take it. I hope it is the second. Strong enough to take it. Yeah, good. Someone's love and kindness should not make you weak. No? Should not make you dependent. Should make you strong and independent. Yeah. How is what the use of love? To make you dependent on me. Narayana. Gar choda, family choda, sab choda. Why? To get all lot of people dependent on me. Yeah, sometimes students do get dependent, so you help them to become independent. But some of my students said to me, it's so strong, but your validation means something to me. You know, it's important to me. I said, don't worry, even for me it meant a big deal. For my 60th birthday, Sashtrabda Purti, Swamiji sent a message where he said, he was just a boy who, when he came to me, which is true, 40 years ago I went to, more than 40 years. He was just he's already 60 now. And all these years he has been teaching without making a noise and hoo-ha about it. It's a very significant Mahatma. When Guru coming, it means, does it not mean? It means. Does that mean, oh my God, it means so much to me. I am dependent on him. That is not true. Validation means something, but that doesn't mean dependency. Yeah. In fact, Puja Swamiji, he made a great interpretation of it, a great class. And we are all wonderstruck. He said, yeah, I know. Today I have excelled. If Shankara was standing here, he would say, great. Because Puja Swamiji, it means something. It's human. That's your human part of it. Okay? The human part of it. Therefore, this is also like a Mahavakya. I'm not going into technical details. You have heard enough. You have it coming. Samanati Karnyam. Visheda Bhava. Bhagatyaga Lakshana. You have it all coming out of your ears by now. Okay? All that you, same thing applicable here. He does part of it for you. That's the indication. Then I said I will also touch upon a verse which was very loved by Swami. Yata pravarti bhutanam, the 18th chapter, I don't remember the number. 46, okay. Yata pravarti bhutanam, yena sarvamidam tatam, swakarmanam tam abhyakcha, siddhim mindati manava. Swamiji talked 3 days on it. In fact, I had taken a camp on this. No? One camp I took, 3-4 day camp I took on just those words. Okay. So I'll do that in 10 minutes, okay? Yataha, yasmat karanat. From which cause? Bhutanam pravrittihi utpattihi. From which cause all these beings have come? Pravritti. Pravritti means utpatti, manifestation, which has come. Then what about Sthiti Bhangaha? What about sustenance and destruction? It doesn't talk about it. But he indicates what it is by saying, Yena sarvamidam tatam, by which all this is pervaded. That means what? The coming is not really coming. You remember that sadhu, no? He came without going. That guy. From the rafters he came, dropped down. Without going he came. If he can hit without hitting, she can cry without being in pain, then he can come without going. Old Swamiji's old story. So similarly here, Yena sarvamidam tatam means what? There is no real coming. It's, the whole thing is what? Pervaded by me, mayas. Tatamidam sarvam. By me. If you want the Sanskrit, all the pervaded. That means what? What has come is sustained by what is the karanam. Cloth. Maya tatamidam kurta. Maya eva idam. By from me it has come and I pervaded. That means where is the kurta coming? Not come. And if the kurta is destroyed, what remains? Cloth eva avishishati. Pataha eva avishishati. Na kurta na kurti. Always struggle to understand what is the difference. If it is long, it is kurta, if short, it is kurti. It became a designer thing. Why? The character rang short of cloth. So extra card करके चलो, save some money and make some money also. Save some money and make some money. Good business deal. Yeah, business opportunity. A good business deal. Yeah. Therefore, where is the coming? Maya tatamidam sarvam. Jagat avyakti murti. That's here. The other one is Yataha. What is the words? Yata pravarti bhutana. Yena sarvamidam tatam. That is what? Me. Who? Ishvaraha. And what are you? Jiva. Manifestation. Jivatva manifestation, Ishvaratva manifestation. What is there? Whatever is there is there. Then you have to go Lakshanaya, all that you have to bring it. So it requires some background and understanding. You have to work on it. Okay? Then he says a very beautiful comment. Swakarmanam tam abhyakcha. Siddhim vindati manava. Swakarmana. By your karma. In today's world, your own karma will be twofold. Now some people say, this refers only to Vedic karma. Not true. It refers to all your karma. Why? Prathama malla nyayena. Anything I use, if I use an interpretation, there is a logic behind it. The logic of the champion boxer. When you say this guy is a champion boxer, it is understood that he is as good as defeated all the others. To be a champion boxer, do you have to fight with every human being in the universe? No. Knock off the reigning champion, fight a few challengers, that's it, you're done. So when he said this guy is a champion, he has beaten all the others, understood. Similarly, when you mention Vedic karma, that's the highest karma you are capable of doing, because unknown karma it is, revealed karma. That means what? All others are included into it. Included. Understand this. Otherwise you will think Vedic karma is only doing Vedic karma is karma yoga. सुबह शाम संध्या वंदन कर दिया, कर्मयोगी बन गया, कर्मठा बन गया. स्वकर्मणाम तम अभ्यक्ष, तम ईश्वरम, स्वकर्मणः अभ्यक्ष, worshipping with your action. What is worship? Any worship. If you take the common thing across any form of worship anywhere in the world, I'm making it global, okay? Any form of worship anywhere in the world. There is some offering to Ishvara, Ishvara Arpana, and Prasada, grace. All traditions have it. Even in the church, you have that bread dipped in, what do you call it?
Holy Communion.
Holy Communion is there. Barakat in Islam. You won't believe it. Last couple of years it has not happened. And before that, every year, from Mecca, Prasad will come. Every year, some dried fruits. Not meat and but dried fruits. Every year would come. It has come from the Kaaba. How will you accept it? Yo, that's Islamic, not me. It is Ishvara. Ishvara is choosing to bless me through the Kaaba as well. Here he has blessed me, of course. Kaaba as well. Grace. And the Muslim gentleman who bring it says, Swamiji, these are very precious. Will you accept it? No answer. Why prasada? That should be the attitude. Supposing it is meat, what will you do? Prasadaha, accept it. Do you have to eat it? You eat everything that comes as prasada? Today evening I will give you a prasada. Yeah, prasada. You eat it. Thank you, Swamiji. My whiteboard at home will clean it. Or I will give it to my child who uses a duster will use. I will give it to my child's teacher. Correct? You will dispose it off, no? But you will accept it or not? Yes. Same way with, if meat comes also, accept prasada. Dispose it off. Correct or not? Prasada. How can I do that? Himsatmakam. Correct, it's Himsatmakam. Think of Vatapi Ganapati and sage Agastya. Why is he called Vatapi Ganapati? Because he ate and digested that Rakshasa. That means meat was served or not? That doesn't mean you should be eating meat here. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you should eat meat. No. We are sensitive human beings. We don't want to kill. Therefore, we will not kill. Fine. We will be vegetarian. Good. Ahimsa extended to vegetable kingdom. I mean to animal kingdom. Vegetable kingdom, you will die. To animal kingdom you extend. Good. Achha ye. It's very good. Don't extend it to animal kingdom and cut somebody's throat in business. That is himsa. You rather be a non-vegetarian, not cut somebody's throat. Don't be like Hitler, vegetarian. But millions of people he finished off. Prasad is prasad. My karma is my worship. Look at it. In recognizing Ishvara's order, that I could do is because of God's grace. I am given hands and legs with a head and something inside which works. All Ishvara's grace. No? Supposing in childbirth, less oxygen went to this brain, what will happen? Retardation. That's all it requires. How much does it require? The umbilical cord went round my throat. Bas, ho gaya kaam. Born, brain starved, starved of oxygen, retardation. Can't even function properly. God's grace, it didn't happen. It can happen, no? Yeah, childbirth is natural, but there are so many things that can go wrong. So many things that can go wrong. That's why I ran a hospital for 4 years. To help the doctor who was running it, to come and learn here in the same ashram, first batch. So when you set up the hospital, fetal heart monitor first. Why? Then you keep hearing the sound of the baby's heart. You can make out from that whether the baby is getting enough oxygen or not. But supposing there's a short circuit and the fetal heart monitor is working, but the baby is not getting it, what will happen? Ishvara's grace, because of which I am born healthy.
It is called pre-eclampsia.
Huh?
It is called pre-eclampsia.
Yeah, pre-eclampsia. So many things can happen. Wrong presentation, breech presentation, which can create problem. So many things. So many things can happen. I can think. Somebody, but I thought and did. No? Correct, you thought and did. So nobody is saying you didn't contribute. Don't say everything is God. God doesn't do, you do. Accept responsibility for your actions. You did. Good, bad, ugly, everything. I did. No, I didn't do anything. Ishvara does. Why are you blaming him? For your faults, why are you blaming him? I did. I asked. Where does the buck stop? Here. This attitude is important to have for a karma yogi. The buck stops here. American expression, but a good one. Who is responsible? I am. Now what? This is my life now. So who is responsible? My parents were like this, my circumstances were like this, my teachers were like that. Yeah, they were like that. So what did you do about it? What did you do about it? Nothing. Then what do you get? Nothing. We take the easy way out and blame karma. If you've done everything and still it didn't work out, karma, God's will, Ishvara Arpan. That's where Ishvara Arpan comes. Ishvara Arpanam, it's all, it is because of Lord I can do all these things. God given. Thank you, God. I'll use it to the full. By God given. No? If I give you a banana, God given, I'll preserve it. Will you do that or will you eat it? You will use it up, no? So God gave you gifts. You're born with a certain talent, certain thing. What do? Preserve it. You remember that brain transplant joke we used to have as kids? No? Yeah. Fresh brain, fresh mint condition, unused. So it's the costliest brain. You can't have that. Meant to be used. Once in a way abused also, doesn't matter. Yeah. People have seen the Homa, I find it difficult to sit on the ground. That all came from abuse, injuries, naval days. Okay. It's okay. Before the body drops, use it to the full, yeah. Nimitta matram, bhava sabhya sachin. The Lord's order, you become a nimitta. Yeah. Become a nimitta. You got a new knife, kitchen knife, not any other, kitchen. What will you do? Preserve it or use it? Use it. Here, that's a nimitta for you to cut, no? You cut, that's a nimitta. It's a tool in your hands. Similarly here. Yeah. Body, mind, etc. Yeah. Use it up. Yeah. In the Navy we used to have a joke. Come on, time to move. Oh, a lot of gunfire, etc. You want to live forever? You want to die of old age in your bed? Sickly? Sick old man. अब तो बिल्कुल बूढ़ा हूँ, गोली खाकर जीता हूँ. That is the attitude of a karma yogi. You know, the Pandavas had one regret at the end of the whole thing. You know what was that regret? Arey, we didn't get Veeragati here. We became old, now we have to take Vanaprastha. पहले ही चले जाने का था, the battle should have gone. वीरगति में तो बहुत अच्छी आसान हो जाता है, it would have been easier. A great guru who has got an ashram in Coimbatore, he said once, my wife took the easy way out, she died and left me to complete this whole temple. He was actually angry with that. When he said that to me, he was angry. They left me alone and went, I had to struggle and finish the temple on my own after that. Yeah, correct. If I want to go, go, yeah. So, karmanam tamabhyach. What is birth, death, etc.? Do what you have to do. Ishwararpanam with respect to your actions. Every action is offered. And result comes by Ishwara's order. Therefore, prasada, direct from Ishwara. No priest interfering. Direct. Prasada. Now, prasada is not same all the time. No? Sometimes prasada is only vibhuti. Only ashes. Ashes are called glories. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the name used? They are not saying it's rak. Ashes. I think it's vibhuti. God's vibhuti. Why? Everything I invested became ashes. Total loss. Vibhuti, laga de, go ahead. However great you are in the stock market, they are gone, they have to go early. Predicts the market very well. Technical analysis very good. अरे पहले बोलने का था ना फिर जरा कुछ टिप्स पूछ रहा था और आजू बाजू Who can predict 10 out of 10? There is not a single technical analysis in the world who can make yes, profit in every investment. Not possible. It doesn't exist. 6 or 7 out of 10 is great. Right? 6, 7 is a great investor. What Warren Buffett and all are like that. 6 or 7 out of 10. हम लोग के 3, 4 मिलेगा तो बस हो गया. 2 also बस हो गया. We made enough. Yeah. So, vibhuti आज. Another day, laddu mila. अरे वाह. I don't like laddu so much, but prasad है खा लेंगे. Got nice spicy chundal. On the chana and spicy, मजा आया खाने में. Other than keeping it what you want. This is how prasad is. It's a reflection of life. There you develop it. Ishwararpanam prasada buddhi in worship. You develop Ishwararpana buddhi, prasada buddhi. Extend it to life. If you don't extend it to life, you are a karmata, not a karma yogi. Udhar hai. Without prasada, I won't walk out of the temple. Prasada priya. Are you going to temple for worship or prasad? There is a temple here in Tamil Nadu, I don't know where exactly now, I forget the location. Uppilyapan Kovil. Uppilyapan. Uppili is Uppilya. It is not there. Yeah. They make appams, hoppers for you all, okay? But it is not sweet. It is appam, neyyapam is sweet. This appam is what you get with appam that you have with stew and stew, chicken curry, etc. That one. Yo, chicken curry, no, stew. Okay, okay stew. Okay. But in that temple, in the appam they don't put salt.
Swamiji, within the temple itself, salt is not permitted.
Yeah.
Anything.
Exactly, anything they want. And this guy goes to a temple to take prasad and he comes out and he takes a salt packet from his pocket.
In Purihora he will put salt and then.
That means what? He is not going to worship, he is going to eat the prasad. And he has got prepared with condiment necessary. Nothing wrong. You got prasada from the Lord. It's not exactly in keeping with what you wanted. You do something to make it good, no? Is anything wrong? God has said not to do it. In the written that you cannot put salt on the when you go out inside the temple. Don't. Okay. How? लिखा है आगम शास्त्र में नहीं लिखा है मैं भी देखा हूँ. I've seen that. Not written. But it's a thing to show, hey, everything will not be as you want. That's the learning. In life, everything will not be as you want, as you expect. Swamiji, that I know. Good. That is why you need prasada buddhi. It is the two things. It is the unknown factor in life that helps you grow. If everything was predictable, you wouldn't grow. Where is growth? Things have to go wrong, no? For you to be able to handle that disappointment, this, that, etc. Success teaches you a lot. Failure teaches you even more. Only if you accept. If you don't accept, success will go to your head. Next one is definitely mistakes. If you don't accept failure, you won't try again. Therefore, prasada buddhi is important for both. The life of Karma Yoga is the challenge of the normal. Why? You are leading a normal life. But in that normal life, there is a challenge. Easy to grow if you have been fortunate enough, like me, to get a lot of challenges in life. Easy to grow. Yeah. Really. Or easy to go under also. Wild bull, 10-year-old didn't run. Stop that. Chance to grow or chance to go under. And cry because your cousin got injured. Can go under, can grow. But there is a challenge there. War conditions, there is a challenge there to grow. Rescue operations, there is a challenge there to grow. Yeah, in all this there is a challenge. Sailing the high seas, there is a challenge every day to grow. Including the challenge of boredom. The sea is calm as a mill pond. Kuch nahi hote. One day like another day like another day. Boredom. The challenge to grow. But normal life is not like that. No? An ordinary person's life is not like that. But there is a challenge of the normal. Normal is what? Parenting children. Isn't there a challenge there? Challenge. Relationship, is there not a challenge there? You don't know why she's upset, but she's upset. What's wrong with you? Nothing. Can I say something? No. Did I do something wrong? I don't have to tell you about it. Come on, tell me. Eh? Yeah. Come on, tell me what's happening. No. Nothing. All this is challenge. The challenge of the north. Growth there is Karma Yoga. So Karmanam tam abhyakcha. Siddhim vindati, you get a mindset that can understand the truth. Mindset. Done. So that is your life. Then you get back normal. Because today some are already left, some are going to leave. The challenge of the normal. Remember that until the next class. Okay? Oh, that's camp is over.